One person matters. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and every single one of them is unique. Yet, the very things that make us special are the very same things that divide us. People are so afraid of being different that it isolates them. It steals their hope and clouds them in an unending darkness. And once you've convinced yourself that your inability to conform to the norms that we built within our society is something to be ashamed of, you begin sinking. You start to change yourself, the way you think, the way you look, the way you feel. You sink deeper. You convince yourself that you're a burden and that you're sick. You sink deeper. You start to cut off your relationships with friends, family, and loved ones because they're better off without you in their lives. You sink deeper. Until finally, all the light that once shimmered and gleamed on the surface of the water is no longer in sight. And the songs the whales once echoed are drowned out by the ocean's vast static. And the person you once were is nothing more than a distant memory. You hit the bottom. The sand is soft and almost welcoming at first. But that brief moment of peace is disrupted by the sheer amount of weight that you feel in the chest. The pressure of the entire ocean makes it difficult to breathe. And the pain you feel is so unbearable that you wish for nothing more than for it to stop. You kick and you scream and you beg, but no one can hear you through the vast ocean you've fallen into. You fight it for as long as you can, but eventually the pressure is too much. And as the last bit of air bubbles float to the surface of the water, all you wish for is peace. One person matters, and yet so many don't know that they do. So many people go their entire lives without one singular person that telling them that despite what the noise of the world might say about them, they matter. So in a world where we value creativity, why do we silence the voices of those who echo it? Why is it when we feel different, we feel worthless? And how can we prevent others from sinking? The answer to that question is in every single person in this room. The answer to that question is in every single person on this planet. It is our individual responsibility to each other that holds the cure to our society's ailments. And I know in our chaotic lives, it can be difficult to truly take a moment to think about our responsibility to each other. But I promise you that although it may not seem like it, your ability to change the outcome of someone else's life is one of the most miraculous abilities known to man. And what does it take to use this amazing power? One word, one gesture, one compliment, one act of kindness is all it takes. And then maybe one person who's given up hope can begin to see the light shimmering on the surface once again. Maybe one person who's cut themselves off can begin to hear the whale songs again. And maybe one person who's drowning can begin to swim. One person matters.